Hi guys, Crafty Chef Diamond here. How are you? How are you? Oh my gosh, I'm trying to get motivated, you guys. Normally by now, at my time is 7:49 in the morning, and I would be getting ready to do my normal walk. I have a doctor's appointment today at 9:40. It's a video chat to go over my lab work and everything. And then, oh gosh, you can hear it in my voice. Oh, today is, with this 26-26 challenge, and every day I got to walk, and I don't got to, but I want to. I need to. And today is 6 miles, but I did that last week, and so I'm adding on an extra 2 miles. We'll see how it goes. A total of 8 miles today. I am trying very, very hard to get myself motivated because I'm going to be probably doing it in the rain. We are having a lot of rain this week here in Northern Virginia. And so it says it's going to end. It's right now it's not raining, but it's wet out there. And it's going to be humid and very mucky. So yeah. I'm trying a new hydration system today. I don't like wearing things around my waist, but you have to you have to make things work. And I do not feel like wearing a backpack full of fluids today. I just don't. That'll come later. I'm still trying to catch a good suntan, and I wear sunscreen, but I do like to have a little bit of a tan. The only thing that looks kind of funny is this arm is nice and tan. This one is not. You see where it's white? Because that's where my phone goes. That's my phone holder, and it's counting my miles, and I'm listening to my music. Okay, so this is what this looks like. I'm going to wear this today. And it's got 3 little bottles. You can put your ID in here. In case there's an emergency, I always carry identification with me. It's really safe if you would get, for me to get a toe tab to go on my shoe. And it has all my information in case there's an accident and they need to scrape me off the pavement. Let me put this on the floor. But anyways, keep me in your thoughts and prayers while I'm probably going to be in the rain today. Not so much the rain. I don't really care about that because I'm wearing a hat. I'm okay. I'm wearing, my regular sportswear, and that dries out really quick. It's all about the little snacks in my pocket because I need to eat at 4 miles and then turn around so I can keep my energy up, and I don't want those to get wet, but they're going to be in a little baggie. But anyways, it's time to move on. You guys know this month is landscapes. Please go to the Diamond Paint with Friends 2.0 Facebook group. There's a mini little interview that I found on the great web with Chuck Penson, and there's a lot of Chuck Penson fans out there. And I thought it was kind of neat because normally I would post some type of a trivia about landscapes, but that's hard. I think I'm finding it very hard to find information about landscapes. Some of the information that I'm finding is like 18th century masters collections, and I'm just not into that. I like to see like Colorado mountains, Montana mountains, oil paintings, in today's world, my world. Anyway, so also if you go to the Facebook group, Jennifer Heims, and that she's called Jenny Rose. She does have trinkets that she sells, release papers, coffee mugs, tumblers, keychains, all of that. She is running the MYKATHON. Please go visit her. It's supposed to be mirrored with with our Facebook group, but a lot of everybody is pretty much floating over to her side, which is cool. It's no big deal. Yeah. And then I'm going to attempt a whip and chat this week. And the topic that I have chosen is Bob Ross. I really love his artwork, and I like his history too. So I think it would be kind of neat to you know, kind of visit Bob Ross this week. What do you guys think? Also, get ready to post your updates. I think I have it on my notes for the first posting for week 1 is August 8th. Second posting would be August 15th. Week 3 posting is August 22nd. Week 4 posting would be August 29th. I do have a giveaway, a grand prize. Also, as I am sharing my retirement stash, now I'm calling it retirement stash. How did I say it? Retirement pack and stash. Retirement stash and pack. There we go. Retirement stash and pack. Because I have another big, huge container that's sitting over here, and my husband's like, what are you going to do, Laura? When is this going to be put to the side? We're going to rent one of those pods and start loading it up. And I said, well, I have to make sure everything is packed properly. I want my Dreamers Designs with Dreamers Designs. I want my artists with artists. And I have to pack things that fit properly in there. And so today we're going to visit Craftably. Everybody knows, or if you're a brand new diamond painter and you're brand new to the YouTube world, Craftably is out of business. But a lot of us old timers, when we started collecting our beautiful stash and our different styles of artwork that we enjoy, we were introduced to Craftably, and great company. They had really great ideas. They grew up too fast, too soon, and everything fell apart. So I'm going to share that today. Please go visit the Facebook group. I normally shout people out that put their YouTube channels. If you're a creator, I'm going to do that on my whip and chat, okay? Because I don't have time today. And I'm getting some response back on it. Not a whole lot, but I do mention your channel. I do put you in my description box. I do put Diamond Painting with Friends upcoming. I think I'm finishing it out for the whole year, and go check out those creators, guys. You know, help support one another, and everybody loves to get a new subscriber, and you know, it's your choice. Everybody has a different type of a channel, and I'm enjoying the channels that I'm learning, and I'm seeing. People are sending me links. Say, hey, come visit me. I had somebody, I went to go visit them, and I said, yeah, come visit my craft table. And they're like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, cool. You know, so it's kind of neat. Everybody has a different personality. All right. So when I shared my July 26 for 26 challenge, I was kind of like, I was so happy. I was proud of myself. I was kind of giddy. My hair was all over the place, but that's okay. It's funny because I watched it back, but see, my husband was home. He was sick that week, and I don't want to get into, you know, his health details, but he wasn't feeling well. So he took a week off of work. And so he was feeling a little bit better. So I sent him off to go pick up do some errands, and go to U-Haul and get some packing boxes. And that's when I can make a video, because I just have to do it by myself in the house. I don't know. When he retires, I'm going to have to learn to have somebody else in the house. A lot of times I'll go upstairs in my craft room. The kitchen, this is my actual prep table in my kitchen, and then sometimes I go upstairs and I come downstairs. I like to stay downstairs. I do go upstairs, but it gets lonely up there, and I'm packing stuff. And I think I told you guys when I came home from vacation, we had a water leak. So I still have a lot of my bathroom it's halfway put back together. And so half of that stuff is in my craft room. And so I'm like having to struggle to, if I need to make a video up there, it's just not happening right now. So I felt like I was rushed. Okay. And then when I'm not bringing out all the canvases, but I'm bringing out this one. This is the Hannah Lynn. This is Off to the Ball. This was a collab that we started November 2025, and I am still working on it. I am a slow diamond painter. I enjoy the process. I'm not in a hurry. When I get done, I get done. I do single place. I've had so many people say, why don't you multi-place? You can go a lot faster. Why don't you do this? Why? And I'm like, I'm just me. Let me be me. This is my craft. I enjoy what I do. It's my downtime. It's my time to relax. And that's why I enjoy diamond painting so much, because we all have different art styles. We all do our diamond paintings a different way. And I just enjoy to, Laura likes to do what Laura likes to do. Leave the shelf alone. I have my own recipe. Everybody has their own recipe. But I kind of focused on, let me pull the paper up here. I really only focused on this because every Friday I work on Hannah Lynn, and then I'm in a Facebook group called the Enchanting Hannah Lynn group. I've been in that group for like 2 years. Well, it was in another group. It was in the Year of the Whips. And so then Vivian moved over and got her own group, for Hannah Lynn. Cause I think it just needs to be dedicated. If she wants to run a Hannah Lynn group, then it should be just Hannah Lynn's in there until further notice. So right now she's, for the last 2 years, have been running Enchanting Hannah Lynn, paint along with everybody. And so if you go there and if you're working on a Hannah Lynn, share it with everybody. Join in the group. That's nothing really special. It's just fun to see what you're working on, what part of Hannah Lynn that you're done, and your progress, your weekly progress. Okay, so I really kind of focused over here, right? But for the month of July, when I started, I only had this completed down here, just this bottom part. Like I said, I'm a slow diamond painter, but now I'm retired, so I get extra time. And so I actually did all of this right here. And this was my goal for last Friday, was to do two Diamond Paint with Friends release papers, and I didn't have time because I was working on another canvas. So this right here gets worked on Friday, but I did all of this for the month of July. So I just wanted to bring that back up again. All right, and share with you, because the more I thought about it, I'm like, oh, I didn't do this one justice. I only just really focused on this part right here. All right, so let me get her out of the way here. She is gorgeous, and I'll be glad when she's done. All right, so today we're gonna focus on. All right, stay there, Hannah. Oh, and the name of that canvas is called Off to the Ball. All right, so today is Craftably. Some of these you might have seen before, and some you probably haven't seen before. This was my very first Craftably that I purchased. And I actually did a little bit of homework because I was like, gosh, Lee, how long was this company in? I don't even know. I don't know when they started, but this was my very first one. And this is called The Black Hole in the Milk Galaxy. Isn't she gorgeous? Isn't she gorgeous? And I have a couple other paintings from different companies that kind of represents this she's kind of sexy, and she's cool looking. But I purchased this in 2020. Yes. And then the company closed in 2024. And so in between this was my first one. And then I think this came with my very first order. And this is kind of funny, you guys, because I looked at this today, and this probably came from, they had it in-store, Craftably, with their big warehouse and stuff. And I remember them sharing video and stuff with the construction. Anyways, so I didn't work on this because, and I opened it up today. It's kind of funny. The reason why I didn't work on this is because they didn't send me any instructions. So I had this, right? Just this card and how to diamond paint. And then you have your diamonds. And I'm like, oh man, I need to sit and figure out where all this stuff goes, and I just never had time. And I opened it up today because I'm like, oh, should I share this with everybody? And, but then let them know that I'm going to have to figure out where all these crystals go. And dumb me opens it up. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look. Problem solved. Okay, that tells you after all these years, I think this came with the first order. This is this has been sitting, you know, 6 years. And it's just it's a little diary. I'm in the market of getting a new logbook, and somebody asked me in my comments about the logbook. The one logbook that I did with from Pure Elegance, that's from Jennifer Roberts. She designed the very first How to Diamond Paint book, and she sold it on Amazon. And I went to go check to see if that book was still available. It is not. You could buy a used one, but at the time that book was $25, and it had all kinds of good information about how to get started with diamond painting, who were the current vendors out there, what was the lingo, how to diamond paint, all about diamond painting pins. It had a logbook in the back. She had a channel, and she still does have a channel. I don't currently follow her right now. I'm just following so many people. Y'all are so wonderful. Anyway, so getting back to this, I'm going to eventually put this together, but that particular logbook that one of my subscribers was asking me, and I can share it in one of my videos, maybe the whip and chat, and I can share my logbook. The other logbook that I have is, basically, it's very cut and dry. It really is. So right now I just take painter's tape and I write on the back of a canvas with the painter's tape, and then I can do a count as to how many I had finished, and I haven't done that for a while, but I will. But my very first logbook was one of these. Yeah. And when I started diamond painting, and I do have them all put together, so I can share that with you guys. So the Milky Way was my very first Craftably, and I just think she's kind of sexy. But I thought it was kind of neat because I want to share something. Even though the company is closed, I like the way that they upgraded stuff. Okay, so back in 2020, this canvas is that hard, stiff, regular type of canvas that you would find at Hobby Lobby that's on a frame. And then, you know, you've got your symbols over here, your schematic right here. You have two of them. And I don't know if and then it's pretty cool. And a lot of times I would just cut this out and then I put it in my logbook. But this is my very first one that I received from them. And so the diamonds are already pre-bagged for you. And then you get a little, you can put this in your logbook. Thought that was cool. And then they were experimenting with their number sheets. They were huge. And so in time they downsized them, and then you have your picture. But I do believe this is, I don't know if this is, I don't think so. I think this is just heavy. Oh, wait a minute. Is it? Yes, it is. Okay, you can cut this out. It is a sticky thing. I don't know the name of it. And then again, they had their sheets where it tells you how to diamond paint. And this was their basic toolkit. You get the tweezers, your regular stylus pin. I call the white trays onion, the green trays, pickle trays, multi-placers, and a squishy. So that gives you a little idea, because as we move into some of these other canvases, you're going to see how improvements, how Craftably tried to improve the company and their product. And they did. It just, you know, I think what had happened is that we had all ordered other diamond paintings, and it just, for some reason, they took 3 and 4 months. Then they had shipping I don't know what all the details were. So then for a long time, I didn't order from them because it's like, why? Because I'm not going to get it. And then this was something else that they added in there. I haven't figured out what this bag is. So if you're an old Craftably customer, and I don't know if it's to put your bags in here. I don't know. I don't know what this is. Somebody help me out. Answer that question for me. I don't know. I don't think I watched them long enough on their website to find out what the little bag was for. And I think maybe that is, maybe if you're traveling or something. I have no clue. Anyways, so that was my very first Craftably order, and I had ordered, I think I did, I ordered this, and I ordered, you know, some off-canvas projects, maybe keychains or something like that. And it was really nice because the owner's wife, she would always send you a really nice note in your canvases to say thank you for your order. They really appreciate you and all that good stuff. So yeah. And I actually do have a canvas that I wanted to share with you so you could see how well their product is. So I'm going to put you on pause really quick, and then I'll be right back, okay? All right, I found it. It took me a minute. I have one of those huge Art Dot portfolios in the basement, and I was like, oh my gosh, and I had stuff sitting on top of it. Well, I like to, like, if I'm sharing part of my stash, and I have already completed at least one painting from Craftably or a company, I like to share that after I'm done sharing my stash. And I think I've done that so far. Most of them, you know. Oh, I'm out of breath. I'm sorry. Woo. All right. So that was like my first order. And then this was the second time that I ordered, and they upgraded. So the first canvas, the Milky Way one, came in a regular tube, a white cardboard tube. And then they upgraded their company. They upgraded their toolkit, and they had these tubes, and I think there was 3 different colors. They had purple, peach, I don't know, maybe 4 colors. But anyways, and it says Craftably on there. These are adjustable, and it came with your kit. Isn't that amazing? And I think this probably hurt them a lot because this is very expensive, but the prices were still doable. And then on the end that I'm going to share with you, you would have a tag that tells you what your painting is. And I wrote on the back of it, it says ordered July 21, 2021, and I received it at the end of the month. This is when these guys were doing, they were getting their orders and they were pumping them out. And then after that, they had more artists come in. They had great artists on their website. And then for something happened in the shipping and delivering part with their supplier in China, and it just went to crap. And so anyways, that is my history that I know of about Craftably. And then the ones that I have down here, these are Sheena Pikes. I think I shared them before, but I have new subscribers, so that's okay. Y'all get to see it again. This was help me. Our business needs to have a big old sale, and we need to hurry up and liquidate items before they went into chapter 11 or chapter 13. I'm not sure. So everybody in the community got together, and we all went and just purchased as much as we could, you know. And I think I ordered 1, 2, I did 3 canvases, and you would get a really good price. Okay. So I'm going to share this with you because this tells you what their improvements were from the other kit that I shared with you. I know it's weird because they're not in business anymore, but it just gives you that idea of the history of what it was and what they could have been today if things went normal. They changed their colors were purple, so that you received a purple tray, purple wax, washi tape, a cover minder, a pot of wax, tweezers, and I think in time, if they stayed in business, it would say Craftably here, a stylus pen, a purple squishy, and yeah, so yeah, and then this was said Craftably on there. So, you know, they were moving in the right direction. They really were. And it is sad that they're not around. But maybe they might resurface one day. You never know. You never know. And this was burlap. Pretty cool. Oh, there's something else in here. You get 2 washi tapes. Yeah. So yeah. Craftably, we miss you. Okay, so let's open this baby up. And the one I'm going to share, this one is called the Victorian lady, and this went quick on their website, you know. And then there was a couple, they were based out of Texas, and there was a few creators that would go and help them because they needed help, and so they would get great discounts on their diamond painting or get them for free. I don't know. And then they would have different releases, and then different creators would share those releases, kind of like the sneak peeks that you would see from Diamond Art Club or from different companies. And then they improved their canvas, and then and it's all scalloped, it's docked, and it's that soft felt. All right. Like I said, this was back in 2021. I ordered this to do some type of a paint along because events weren't really big back in 2021. All of it was just getting started. A lot of people, Miss Coffee, I don't know if you're familiar with her. I don't even know if she still has her channel. I do see her on Instagram, and I think she still does sneak peeks for DAC. There wasn't very many around, you know, and I think Shay and a few other people did sneak peeks for this company, but we didn't have a lot of events. And we had drills and chills, the chuck along, and a lot of people would just say, hey, we're just gonna do a paint along. And then it kept growing and growing. And go back to Miss Coffee, I'm sorry, you know, I'm a hamster in a wheel, I'm spinning and spinning. She put out challenges for everybody to make a channel, and so that's one, you know, that was a great way to grow the YouTube. But I think I got this for a paint along, and it didn't work out. And so, yeah, one day she'll get done, because I love this era. I really do. I love to do children's portraits as well. And this one has 60 colors. So they upgraded their canvas, and she's beautiful. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of great detail again, because you can't get this off, the company's gone. All right. And then they pretty much, you get the same how-to sheet. And these were still really big. And then you have this to put in your logbook, because it was on one of these. So they upgraded this, and then of course their diamonds. And they had in their warehouse, they shared, these are all hand done. This wasn't done by machine. They would pick out these and put these all together. So I thought that was pretty neat. All right. So this is just called the Victorian Lady. She's going to be gorgeous. And actually back in 2021 too, you know, a lot of us were just getting into the poured glue era too. All of us worked on double-sided adhesive. So for us to work on poured glue, that was a huge plus. And then your budget-friendly companies at the time, some of them were still double-sided adhesive, but they learned how to do where they would stamp the picture, and then they would chart it, or however, computer chart or whatever. And so that was different too. All right. I love these tubes. I'm not going to open the kits, because you've seen what they look like, because they're not available. But these are all adjustable, and you could probably put 2 or 3 canvases in here. Pretty neat, right? Now this all can get packed up. Oh, what is this one? Sorry, my bad. Woo-hoo. Okay, hide and seek. It's a fairy, and this was really popular with Craftably, and I'm blessed to be able to have one. I know another creator is going to be doing like a fairy and gnome at the end of the year, and this is the only one that I have, and it's just too big. I cannot be in all the events, especially when you're running diamond paint with friends, and we have 2 events every month. So I have that is my first priority. But I am, you know, I'm doing the Enchanting Lynn. I'm working on the Zodiacs, and I'm doing the 26-26 challenge. So that's enough for Crafty Chef. That's a lot of recipes there. Okay. And then trying to pack everything up as well. All right. Again, this is that felt type canvas. Check it out. Isn't she gorgeous? I have seen the finished product of this. It is just amazing. There are hidden little fairies in here. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I cannot wait to work on this. And this has 57 colors. It's called Hide and Seek, and it's by Sarah Bearer. I forgot who the Victorian lady is by. I could look at the tube, right? Look at the tube, Laura. Alina Lazarin is from the that one. Isn't this great? And then, of course, you get this for your log sheet. We still have really big stickers. I think in the Sheena Pikes, the stickers get smaller. But what's really cool is they started to incorporate crystals. So you'll have crystals in here, as well as your hand filled diamonds. And this is a round. I don't know if Craftably, were they just rounds, guys? Or did they have squares as well? I don't remember. So I do like fairies, and I do like Victorian stuff. Pretty cool. But yeah. And then I did take out, maybe these are, we'll see. This is a Sheena pipe because when I was looking at it after I took, because I usually don't share the diamonds and stuff with you guys, but when I took it out, I'm like, oh, this has got crystals in it, and I didn't know it, and it goes with this one, I think. So a lot of that, they were incorporating specials into the paintings, and I think they were the first company to introduce that into diamond painting. I could be wrong. Don't correct me. I'm no expert. Don't come after me. I only know what I know, and I get some of my diamond painting knowledge off of other creators, you know. So I could be right and I could be wrong. All right. And then this was the supercell. We need to liquidate. Things are not going right. And so we got these for really good prices. I don't remember what, but I even had one person help me get this very last one. And I think her name is Dawn, and we follow each other on Facebook and Instagram, and she helped me out to get this. And I got a hold of Craftably and says, look, I need one more, and it has to be Frog Loving Felicia, because I like to buy stuff in threes. And so, yeah. But, okay. So this one here is Tiger Lovin' Tessa. And there's a little story that I'm going to tell you. It's not a story. It's information that I found out. Okay. So let's go right here real quick. Which one? Oh, this goes with her. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to put that off the side. Back it up, Laura. Back it up. Okay. So a few of my creator friends are working on these Sheena Pikes. Okay. And now the ones that they are working on, I cannot remember the name of it. But they were not happy with it because the mug, her face, looked like it wasn't charted the right way. But then if you look at mine, let's see. Yeah. Each one of my faces are different. So I think this is the way that Sheena Pike intended it to be. Okay. So these are like really dark colors, and there's like 3 or 4 different kinds of pinks in this. You have to trust the process. 2 creator friends of mine did the same picture. One is still in process and the other one finished. And it does have the way it shows like really dark here around the jawbone, the cheeks and everything. And then it goes into a really light color. I think that's the way Sheena Pike intended it to be. I don't know if she had a person, because I know these are all hand charted. Craftably hand charted all of their diamond art. But I don't know if they had a colorist or if Craftably did the colorist and then Sheena approved it. I don't know. But it's there. It's there. Or how do you say it? I don't know how to say it. But anyways, this is the way the artist intended it to be, to have all these different tones in the face. I'm not quite sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Again, don't come after me. I am not an expert in diamond painting. I just enjoy the craft and I like to work on it. But this one has 36 colors. It does have some specials in it. Has just the regular ABs. Isn't she gorgeous? What is the name of this? Java Joanna. Isn't she gorgeous? Oh, I love these. Have you seen Sheena Pike's animals? I have a few of those too, but it's a different company. Okay, so this is Tiger Loving Tessa. Isn't she gorgeous? Look at the tiger up in here. I did one of the Sheena Pikes. Oh, look at down here too, where it's all animals. And they were all baby animals. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. But yeah, and then you've got the little tiger coffee cup down here. Love it, love it. 59 colors. Artist is Sheena Pike, and it has, oh my gosh, it has some fun stuff in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 specials. So it's going to have ABs and crystals in it, and it is all, these are all the new poured glue. I will not touch the canvas. A lot of people go like this, do the stick thing. I'm not doing the stick thing. If my canvas is not sticky enough, I know that I have a bottle of glue stick from Diamond Dots, and I will reglaze my canvas, but I won't touch it. I'm not putting my body oils on any of my artwork. Unless I'm painting it and my arm falls into it. But then a lot of times I have release papers there. Okay, so I'm really spinning right now. My coffee just hit me. And I think the day's going to turn out good for the walking, you guys. I think it's going to be, I ran a little bit too. I ran 2 days in a row, just a little bit. Like I listened to Pandora, and then when they have a commercial, that's when I go and I run. Once the commercial's over with, then I go back to walking. All right, this is the last one. And this one here, this is their newest one, okay? It's a little messed up here because it's been packed. But they did an upgrade. They put in some Craftably stickers. Now that you have this is your log sheet sticker, and then you have your symbols here. They're a lot smaller. They're still kind of big, but you know, they can go on. Our biggest thing that we use when I very first started diamond painting, because I was watching YouTube back in the day, and there was only like, I'm serious, you guys, when I started diamond painting back in, when did I start? Well, you know, I watched YouTube first, and so of course I watched, there's quite a few. I'm not going to name them because they're still around. Some have taken a break. 2019, 2018, 19, I don't know, somewhere's around there. Now, what was I going to say about it? Oh, we used Harbor Freight containers. We would, as soon as everything opened up, my friend and we drove to Joann's, and we went to Harbor Freight, and we loaded up on Harbor Freight containers. That was the thing, and I love it, and I still have them. I actually had a friend that asked me. She lives in Florida, and oh yeah, there's the crystals for this. Oh, that's what I need to back up a minute. Anyway, she got a hold of me. She says, "Laura, do you have any more of the Harbor Freights?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Can you send me one?" I'm like, "Yeah," because Harbor Freight don't make them anymore. Okay, look at her face. The first one, back it up. You see how her face is all kind of patchy, and she's going to have probably about 4 or 5 different pinks in this face. Now go to the next one. Look at, you see how it's almost all the same colors. So the face is different. So there has to be a reason why. And there's quite a few of these different Java girls out there with their coffee and stuff. And so I'm thinking they all have different faces, because I showed that to my friend. I'm like, look at the tones. The tones are all different. So then you get to the last one that I have in my collection. You go back to, look how pink her face is, with a little tiny bit of a pale pink in there. So they're all different. So I think they're meant to be that way. So when you're looking at them on the wall, or you're seeing them at 6 feet, or they're in a portfolio, you're going to get a different idea of what the artist was doing at the time of making her raw sketches before it went into diamond art, and then they would hand render it, and the colors have changed so much. These are all from, you know, back in the 2021 era, maybe 22 era time zone. And so the DMC colors have changed, the lots have changed, and they've added to the collection. So that is what my thought about this artwork. Okay, so this was my Craftably collection, you guys. Now I want to share with you, I have completed one Craftably, and I'm very proud of it. And actually, at the time when I finished it and I made a video of my post review, the owners of Craftably came to my channel to say they were so impressed with how this turned out. It was all crystals up in here. And this is, they had just started to incorporate crystals. We have some pearls. And it says, "You make the world a better place." Isn't this gorgeous? I had so much fun. And it's on this new canvas. Because the very first one I haven't even done yet. Because I think I just threw it off to the side. Because when you get into an addiction that I'm in, you just start buying. You like it, and you just like buy, 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 buy. And that's how my stash collect started, and I call it my retirement stash. Isn't this just gorgeous? And this is going to get framed, and it was sitting in my art doc portfolio, and this had 48 colors, and the artist is Cynthia, and I'm not even going to try her last name. Her name is Cynthia. I don't know if you're around Cynthia, but this is amazing. And the color charting was great. I don't remember what event I did it for, but I was thrilled that the owners came to my channel and viewed it. And there was somebody else that's really high up in the YouTube world that came to my channel to see the post review of this, because they wanted to see what it looked like. Because I think this was their first canvas that they played around. I call it, they dabbled, and they did a good dabble into crystals. But look, and again, I could be wrong. Look at this. Isn't that great? The stick is good. I think this was from 2020. I'm not sure. I don't know the date. I don't have it written on here. I'd have to go back and look at my logbook. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'm going to let you go. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope to see you at your craft table soon. I'm so glad you came to visit my craft table today. And what will I get to pack all this stuff? My husband is going to be so pleased to say, "Oh, good. I got a couple more containers. I'm putting them all in shipping plastic containers. I think I got them from Rubbermaid." Is that? Yeah. Anyway, so he's like, "Wow, Lori, you've got a lot." I said, "Well, I got to protect this stuff too. You know, I don't know how long it's going to sit. And needs going to temperature controlled environment as well. I'm not going to let it sit outside in the if I have to keep it in a corner until the house gets sold, and then it's time for travel, that's what I'll do." All right, you guys, I'm talking your ear off. I know I sound like a crazy person in the hamster wheel, but I love you, and we will see you in my whip and chat. Let's talk about Bob Ross. Get those landscapes done, guys. Post them in the Facebook group. I'll have it linked in the show notes down below, and I'll have all of the paint along events current from now all the way to the end of the year. Because remember, December, we don't have a paint along. It's a free paint along. You can paint whatever you want and post it and share it with everybody for the month of December. That's our wild month. So yeah, it's the wild thing. All right, guys, Crafty Chef Diamond is out. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you after 8 miles, maybe. We'll see you. Yeah, because I want to have my whip and chat posted before Saturday. Yeah, the 8th. So it has to be, I want to have it done by Friday. Love y'all. Oh, I have an ice cream social to go to as well, but I'm going to take yogurt with me. All right. Bye, guys. Let you know how things go with the doctor. Catch you later.